Listen up, Barcelona fans, there's a bombshell in the market. The gem of Betis, the new diamond of Spanish football, has just dropped news that will shake the Santiago Bernabéu and make all Barcelona supporters dream wide awake. Today, in this video, I bring you the hottest exclusive of the summer. Johnny Cardoso, the green and white sensation, has confirmed his burning desire to wear the FC Barcelona jersey. Yes, you heard it right, Barcelona fans. The Blaugrana midfield is about to receive a top-notch reinforcement, a player who will turn the league upside down and leave the Madridistas speechless, crying on the couches of El Chiringuito. It's a stab in the heart of Madridismo, and we are going to enjoy it as if it were a 0-5 at the Bernabéu. Get the popcorn ready, because things are about to get interesting. If you are a true Barcelona fan, one of those who bleed Blaugrana, one of those who laugh every time Edu Aguirre starts yelling on TV defending the penalties given to Madrid, then subscribe now, hit the bell, and join this Barcelona revolution. Let's go, Barcelona fans, because this news is more delicious than a last-minute goal by LAMINE Yamal against Madrid. Johnny Cardoso, the young midfielder from Betis, this pivot who seems to be a mix of Busquets at his best and a Champions League tank, has spoken out and clearly indicated that his dream is to play at the Camp Nou, not at the Bernabéu, not at the Wanda, not at any stadium of those who offer titles with the bar. No, Mr. Johnny wants to wear the Barcelona jersey. He wants to be a Blaugrana, and it's a direct blow to the oversized ego of Madridismo. Imagine the face of Tomas Roncero right now, with his glasses fogged up from so much shouting, saying that Cardoso is not that good, while eating a San Jacobo in the AS newsroom. Yes, it's a monumental Zasca, and we are going to celebrate it as if it were the 9th. Cardoso, for those who don't know him yet, is a prodigy. This 23-year-old guy is a complete midfielder. He steals balls like a magnet, distributes like a GPS, and on top of that, he has a good shot. It's as if someone had put Frenkie de Jong, GAVI, and a bit of Kim Michigan in a blender, and the result is this guy. At Betis, he is breaking everything this season, being the lung of Pellegrini's team, and now, according to the latest leaks, he said in an interview that playing for Barcelona would be a dream, the club of his idols. Of course, Johnny, we know you are talking about Messi, Hansi Flick, Iniesta, not Cristiano doing abs on Instagram or Vinicius practicing dives at Valdebebas. It's a wink to Barcelona, a message in a bottle that says, Leaporta, sign me, I want to make history at the Camp Nou. And pay attention, Barcelona fans, this is not a rumor made up in the media cave to sell newspapers. No, it comes from reliable sources, those that do not bathe in the pool of Madridista lies. According to Sport and Mundo Deportivo, Cardoso let slip his love for Barcelona during a recent discussion, and the Barcelona recruiters are already drooling. And who wouldn't be? This guy is the future of midfield, a player who can be the perfect anchor for PEDRI and GAVI to shine even more, for Dani Olmo to have more freedom, and for Lewandowski to continue scoring goals as if he were 25. He is the transfer we need to continue being the kings of Spain and to send Madrid to fight for the Conference League. Now, let me laugh a little, because Madridismo must already be in panic mode. I imagine Edu Aguirre on El Chiringuito with that "someone stole my sandwich at recess" face, shouting that Cardoso is a bluff and that Madrid didn't want him anyway. Of course, Edu, like when you said that LAMINE Yamal would be nobody, and now he shuts you up with his dribbles and his magnificent goals. Or Roncero with his notebook full of excuses, saying that Betis is a small team and that Cardoso is not ready for the pressure of the Bernabéu. Yes, the pressure of the Bernabéu, they feel it every time Barcelona gives them a thrashing, and it's starting to add up. These Madridistas always with the same story. If they don't sign a star, it's because they didn't want him. If Barcelona gets someone, it's because he's worthless. Come on, guys, it doesn't work anymore. And speaking of pressure, do you know who doesn't feel it? Us, the Barcelona fans, because Barcelona is not just a club, it's a religion, a way of life, a passion that runs through our veins, and players like Cardoso know it. That's why they want to come here, because at the Camp Nou, we don't just play football, no, not the long balls that Ancelotti loves so much. At Barcelona, we play, we combine, we create magic, and Johnny Cardoso, with his game vision and gladiator physique, fits perfectly into Hansi Flick's system. Yes, Barcelona fans, our German coach, the one who has transformed the team into a steamroller, must already be rubbing his hands thinking about how to integrate Cardoso into the 11. Imagine a midfield with Cardoso, Frenkie, and PEDRI. It's a luxury trident, a Bermuda Triangle where rivals get lost and can't find the ball. But let's be serious for a moment, because this is important. The transfer of Cardoso is not just a matter of talent, it's a message to the football world. It's Barcelona saying, we are still the best, we are still the dream destination for stars. While Madrid spends millions on players who don't perform, we go for gems like Cardoso, young and hungry players ready to give their all on the field, and we do it with class, without needing the bar to give us penalties every weekend. Let's be honest, Barcelona fans, how many points would Madrid have this season without the referee's favors? 5, 6. Even Mbappe seems to have a whistle in his pocket to call his own penalties, and don't get me started on the bar, because I get fired up every time I see a classic. I prepare for the Hernandez show, whistling a non-existent foul, the bar monitor mysteriously turning off when Barcelona attacks, and then Roncero on TV saying that the refereeing was impeccable. Impeccable will be your head, Tomas. Madridismo lives in a parallel reality where everything favors them, but the truth is that Barcelona, with football and guts, has crushed them this season, and with Cardoso on the team, this superiority will be even more evident, because this guy not only plays well, he has the personality, the grit, that Barcelona DNA that makes us vibrate. He is one of those who won't be intimidated by Vinicius and his provocations, one of those who will tell Bellingham, "Kid, I'm the boss here." Now, Barcelona fans, let me paint the scenario for you. Imagine the Camp Nou filled with 90,000 throats singing the Barcelona anthem and Johnny Cardoso making his debut in the Blaugrana jersey. The first ball he touches, a precise pass to LAMINE Yamal, who eliminates 2 Madrid defenders as if they were cones, and a magnificent goal. The stadium erupts, social media fills with memes mocking Madrid, and Edu Aguirre is left speechless from shouting so much. It's the movie we've been waiting for, and I'm already buying tickets for the premiere, because Cardoso is not just a transfer, he's a statement of intent. It's Barcelona saying, "We are here, and we are aiming for everything." And a little message for the Madridistas watching this. Keep crying, because we will keep winning. Keep asking for penalties, because we will keep playing football. Keep dreaming of the Quinta, because we are already building the Sexta. Because Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen, is more than a club. It's a passion, a pride, a way of life, and Johnny Cardoso, the gem of Betis, wants to be part of this family. So get the tissues ready, because this is just the beginning. Barcelona fans, let me tell you why Johnny Cardoso is much more than a transfer. He's a slap in the face to the most rancid Madridismo. This guy, with his elegant yet destructive playing style, is like someone designed a player specifically to make those who spend their time asking for penalties and crying for VAR suffer. Imagine Cardoso in the center of the field, intercepting a ball meant for Bellingham, lifting his head like an eagle, and launching a 40-meter pass that leaves LAMINE Yamal face to face with Courtois. It's football poetry, Barcelona fans. While the Bernabeu remains silent, we will be at the Camp Nou singing at the top of our lungs. And the best part is that Cardoso is not one to back down. This guy has the personality to stand up in the Classico, look Vinicius in the eye, and say, "Kid, there are no pools here, we play football." And when Vinicius tries one of his little tricks, Cardoso will take him down with a clean tackle, the kind that leaves even the Madrid-friendly referees without excuses. Because let's be honest, Madrid lives on simulations, referee favors, and Marca headlines saying they are the best even when they lose 3-0. But with Cardoso at Barcelona, this story ends. This guy is the perfect antidote to whiny Madridismo, to Roncero's excuses, to Edu Aguirre's tantrums. He's a player who not only plays well but has the character to silence mouths, to show that real football is played in Blaugrana. And it's not just that Cardoso is a star on the field. His arrival at Barcelona would be a psychological blow to Madrid. Imagine Florentino Perez sitting in his office, seeing another star choose the Camp Nou over the Bernabeu. One more, Florentino, because how many times have we seen this movie? First Neymar, then Coutinho, now Cardoso. The best players in the world know that Barcelona is where history is made, where football is played in capital letters, not where you depend on a referee's whistle to win matches. And Cardoso, with his talent and hunger, is the kind of player who will make Madridismo look in the mirror and wonder why no one wants to join them. The answer is simple, Barcelona fans, because Barcelona is the dream, and Madrid, well, Madrid is just a team living on memories of the Decima and Ramos penalties. Yes, Cardoso is the future, and the future is Blaugrana. Now, let's talk about how Cardoso fits into Barcelona's philosophy, because it's important, Barcelona fans. At FC Barcelona, we don't recruit just for the sake of recruiting. We don't spend millions on players who spend more time in the stands than on the field, like a certain team we all know, right? We look for players who breathe our DNA, who understand what it means to touch the ball as if it were a work of art, to combine as if it were a ballet, and to fight as if every match were a Champions League final. And Johnny Cardoso, though not from La Masia, has that special touch that makes him perfect for our team. It's as if Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets got together in a lab and created the ideal midfielder for Barcelona in 2025. This guy doesn't just steal balls. He doesn't just distribute with surgical precision. He does it with class, with that elegance that only players who understand the game as we do have. And pay attention, this isn't just my opinion. Barcelona's recruiters, the geniuses who discovered gems like GAVI, PEDRI, or LAMINE YAMAL, have already given the green light to Cardoso. According to leaks in the Camp Nou offices, they are already analyzing videos of this star, and every time they see him play, they drool. Because Cardoso is not just a defensive pivot, he's a Swiss Army knife. Instead of pulling out a knife or a screwdriver, he pulls out precise passes and interceptions that drive rivals crazy. And in Hansi Flick's system, which is obsessed with pressing and control, Cardoso will be like a fish in water. Imagine Flick with his board full of arrows explaining to Cardoso how to press Madrid until they suffocate. It's going to be a spectacle, Barcelona fans. The Bernabeu will turn into a cemetery, and Cardoso will be the gravedigger of Madrid's hopes. Now, let me address the media cave directly, to the gentlemen of El Chiringuito and the Madrid newspapers who must already be preparing their headlines to discredit Cardoso. Listen to me well, Roncero, Edu Aguirre, and company. You can say whatever you want. You can invent that Cardoso is a bluff, that he's not ready for Barcelona, that Madrid didn't want him. But the reality is that this guy has you in his sights. Every pass, every interception, every action will be a direct Zasca to your noses. Because while you continue to cry for VAR and ask for penalties for Vinicius, we are building a team that doesn't need favors to win. And Cardoso is the piece we were missing to complete the puzzle, to continue being the kings of La Liga, the champions, and world football. And don't make me laugh with your excuses. Every time Barcelona recruits a star, you come out with the same speech. He's too expensive, he's not worth it for Barcelona, better to stick with our own. Yes, your own, of course, like that midfielder who spends more time chasing the ball than touching it. Let's be clear, Madrid has been living for years on the inertia of past titles, miraculous comebacks, but Barcelona, the Cules, is in another league. We are building a young, hungry, talented team with a future, and Cardoso is the symbol of this new era, an era where Barcelona will not only win but humiliate its rivals with football, with class, with Blaugrana pride. So, get the tissues ready, because with Cardoso at Barcelona, the tears will be epic. Barcelona fans, imagine the atmosphere at the Camp Nou when Cardoso's transfer is announced. It will be madness, a Blaugrana party like the Rio Carnival. Social media will explode, memes against Madrid will pour like a deluge, and Barcelona fans around the world will toast with Catalan cava, because this transfer is not just a reinforcement for the team, it's a moral victory, a punch on the table that says, Barcelona is back and stronger than ever. And the best part is that Cardoso is not just coming to play, he's coming to win over the supporters. This guy has the charisma, the humility, the star touch that connects with the stands. He's one of those who win over the supporters from day one, with an interception in the first minute or a pass that leaves Lewandowski face to face with the goalkeeper. And speaking of supporters, we are the engine of this team. We are the ones who fill the Camp Nou, who sing until we lose our voices, who make the rivals tremble with our support. And when Cardoso steps onto the pitch with the Blaugrana, he will feel this warmth, this passion that only the Cules know how to give, because at Barcelona, we don't just play for a badge. We play for a city, for a culture, for a way of understanding life. And Cardoso, with his talent and grit, will be one of ours, another Cule, a warrior who will fight for every ball as if it were the last. So, Barcelona fans, get ready to welcome him with open arms, because this guy will make history with us. Now, let me paint a scene for you that will make you vibrate, Barcelona fans. It's the next Classico at the Camp Nou, with the stadium full. Madrid arrives with its usual arrogance, with Vinicius making gestures to the stands, with Bellingham protesting to the referee before the match even starts, and with Ancelotti chewing gum as if it were a Western duel. But in the center of the field, there is Johnny Cardoso, with the impeccable Blaugrana, looking at his rivals as if to say, "Today, you will learn what football is." The first ball he touches, a clean interception from Tchouaméni, who finds himself looking at the sky as if searching for VAR. The second ball, a 50-meter pass that finds Lamine Yamal, who eliminates Militao as if he were a training cone. A magnificent goal for Barcelona, and in the stands, 90,000 Cules chanting, "Cardoso, Cardoso." That's the image I want to see, Barcelona fans. And with this transfer, it's closer than ever, because Cardoso is not just a player. He's a secret weapon for the Clásico. This guy has the physique to stop Madrid's tanks, the intelligence to read the game, and the character not to be intimidated by Vinicius' provocations or Camavinga's hard tackles. He's the kind of player who turns a big match into a Blaugrana recital. And while Madrid gets angry, while Roncero writes in his notebook that the referee robbed them, we will celebrate another victory, another football bath, another lesson to the eternal rival, because the Clásico is not just a match, it's a war. And with Cardoso on the team, we have a general who will lead the battle. Now, let's talk about Joan Leaporta, our president, the magician of the transfer market, the man who brought hope back to Barcelona. This transfer of Cardoso is not a coincidence, it's part of a master plan. Leaporta knows that Barcelona doesn't just need players, it needs symbols, stars who make the supporters dream and leave Madrid with a funeral face. And Cardoso is exactly that. According to the latest information, Leaporta is already negotiating with Betis, pulling the strings like a chess player. If Betis asks for 40 million, Leaporta will come up with an offer with variables, with a youth player in the operation, with whatever it takes, because our president doesn't give up, doesn't settle, doesn't back down. While Florentino dedicates himself to collecting past trophies, Leaporta is building the future, and Cardoso is a key piece in this puzzle. And the best part is that Leaporta doesn't just recruit well, he recruits intelligently. We're not going to throw money away like a certain team that spent 100 million on a forward who now warms the bench. No, Barcelona fans, we recruit intelligently, looking for players who fit into our philosophy, who add to the project, who make the Camp Nou vibrate. And Cardoso is the perfect example. Young, talented, humble, and with a declared love for Barcelona. This is not just any transfer, it's a strategic move that will change the course of La Liga. Because with Cardoso, Barcelona will not only be stronger, it will be unstoppable. And now, Barcelona fans, we come to the end of this video, but not without thanking you for being here, for vibrating with Barcelona, for being the best supporters in the world. If you are one of those who sing the Barcelona anthem until you lose your voice, one of those who laugh every time Madrid stumbles, one of those who believe that football is Blaugrana or nothing, then this channel is your home. Subscribe, hit the bell, and join this growing cool family, for Barcelona, for La Masia, for Blaugrana glory. And before I go, I want to leave you with a few questions to leave your comments and heat up the networks. Do you think Johnny Cardoso will be the next Busquets of Barcelona? How do you think he will silence the Madridistas in the Clásico? And what face will Roncero make when he sees Cardoso lifting titles with the Blaugrana? Leave your opinions below. I want to read them all. See you in the next video, Barcelona fans, for Barcelona, for La Masia, for Blaugrana glory.